countdown to when we're going to hit the space bar and be in on the show. So that's 3, 2, 1. Hello, I'm Marc Scott Zicree, author of The Twilight Zone Companion, and I'm here with my good friend David Simkins, the writer and executive producer of Warehouse 13, Briscoe County, Lois and Clark, Roswell, Angel, many great shows of the last few years. And we are here to talk about the wonderful Twilight Zone episode, Third from the Sun.
Hi, Mark. First of all, thanks for asking me to join you in this little adventure. I apologize for my voice. I've got a cold at the moment, but this is very cool.
Yeah.
Happy to watch this with you.
Yeah. Well, I assume you've been a fan of the Twilight Zone for a while.
A long time, as a kid and in reruns and even now. I watched this episode earlier today, and I was interested to notice that Rod Serling does not make an appearance at the front of this show.
That's right. In the first season of the series, he did not appear on camera except in the coming attraction spots, and so it was only at in the second season that he started doing that. Yeah, that's right.
Right.
And this is an interesting shot at the opening of this episode because this is probably like the power plant at Metro. You know, this is we're probably grabbing what they had on hand.
Yeah.
And
then very quickly they cut to set here.
Yeah, and then we have Fritz Weaver, and of course he was one of the great actors of the last few decades, still with us, and just an amazing actor, wonderful actor. Also appears in the Twilight Zone episode of The Obsolete Man in a villainous role, so he's sort of playing the hero here and the villain in the other one.
Here comes the villain.
Yes, and I love how they start with "Hold the Light" as his line, and then that little music that says, okay, this is a character to be wary of. And this is Edward Andrews, who also starred in the episode You Drive, as well as, of course, both these men have extensive film and TV credits on many of the great shows of the 60s, 70s, 80s, and on.
What's great about this episode, or what lands with me most about watching these characters, or these actors I should say, is growing up as a kid and only having 3 networks, you would see these actors on everything you watched, on Fugitive, on The Invaders, on Time Tunnel, on the FBI, and they became very familiar players.
Yes,
that's right. In your life, at least in my life, growing up in the Midwest.
Yeah, they're like your extended family.
Right.
You have an affection for them, and it's funny because in one episode they might be a hero, a villain, a scientist, a doctor. You know, they kept playing all these different roles, and it's fun to see Edward Andrews playing a villain here because usually he's playing a lighter character, and here he's the very subtle malevolence.
It's that phrase, the banality of evil. He's kind of a pudgy guy with glasses and a white suit and a funky hat, and you're thinking, how threatening can he be?
But he's very. Yeah, and also I should say that this is based on a short story by Richard Matheson's script by Serling, and this is actually the first contribution to Twilight Zone by Richard Matheson, who became one of the great writers of the series, with a number of episodes like Nightmare at 20,000 Feet, and on, and of course he did the incredible Shrinking Man, Duel, many great films as well, Somewhere in Time. But this really was his introduction to Serling and his land.